My name is ONUR. I'm from Switzerland and I'm an artist or self-employed painter since 20 years now. And I started as a kid when I copied my sister's paintings. And then I had a long way in front of me from theater painter to graphic designer to self-employed, back to theater again. And now with 45, I'm 20 years painting canvases and walls. I think there's a lot of influence from the past, from the old painters. The funny thing is one of them is Isaac Israels, which is in the museum, which I really love. It's not easy to find some stuff from him, The biggest influence I can tell right now is John Singer Sargent, which was an amazing master of this brushworky style and a little bit of more detailed work and then more impressionistic work. So you always develop your style with art. And sometimes I change something and then I have more fun again and I'm more into it, and then maybe a couple of years later I like more abstract work. So I started very realistic paintings and now I'm more impressionistic. But I think that's lots of influence from old painters, but it's also lots of painting and then breaking it down to the most important highlights or most important strokes. So for me right now a stroke is more important than a detail. I'm a pretty relaxed painter. I'm just doing it and also try new stuff. What I get out of it is it's also a challenge to do something like this in this scale, in this time, Just to, figure out your limits a bit. I think that's it. Jan Voorman's name came up when I studied theater painting, so because of the landscapes. So we had a very good teacher there, which taught us also about painters not everybody knows. So Jan Voorman was, I forgot already, when I saw it in the collection, I was like, oh, I know his work. I really loved how he catch the landscape here, all the colors and especially the studies, how rough and on point they painted. There's not many details, but okay, there is a city, but it's just a couple brown strokes there, which looks amazing. And the cows, they're so well painted, so I love that. Two walls are an homage to the workflow of an artist, which begins with the empty space and then you fill it with color and then with a sketch, an idea, and this sketch is probably not the same like the end result, which also happens here for sure. Not every line is perfectly lined up from left to right. So it's basically one painting, but I stopped at one stage and then started at the next stage on the second one and the third one. But sometimes when you work, you also finish in the middle, then it's finished. It doesn't have to be the last one with all the brush strokes and everything. So yeah, that's an homage for how an artist works, also musicians works and also illustrate. You start with nothing, basically. And end with all of it. I think this Museum Walls project is one of the most important projects in the last couple of years for the mural scene, because it's directly connected to museums, which most of us never will have contact with, you know, because it's a completely other art form in museums. And I also understand why, you know, I also understand why it's still not so connected. But this is like a chance to do something which is museum worthy, you know, in the end. You know, I also told everyone I know who painted for this project, and I know a lot of them, told them, look, this is so important, actually. You really have to step up a bit your level. It doesn't matter where it is, you know. It's an important one. You know, I was very surprised, but also very proud when they selected me. Even when you know it's a tunnel. I mean, you can also make something nice in a tunnel, you know. It's still a canvas, you know. It's 100 canvases in the end, probably. But yeah, no, it's a very important project. Very proud to be part of it. If people like it or not, you can't really go in a specific direction, or, you know, make it for everyone right or not. So if they like it, I'm happy, and if they don't like it, I'm happy too. I mean, it has to be. It's also okay not to like it. You know, here it's not directly in front of their faces, but usually when I paint big walls, there's people, they live next to that wall. So when they're not happy, that's a bit different. You know, that's something we have to think about when we paint walls.